Welcome to episode 15 of Off the Cuff. This is Jeremy, that's Mike. How's it go, buddy?
I'd be remiss if I didn't say those magic words right now. Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
600 times every Cowboys game.
Why is that a thing all of a sudden? God, it drives me crazy.
He's done it before. It's just become like a thing this year.
It's nonstop. Here we go. And now it's like stuck in my head.
Here we go. What do you think, though? It's that they would know, okay, he's going to snap the ball.
Right? Like, it's what I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't.
Every time.
I don't understand it. That should be our new start to every show. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Off the cuff. Anyways, we're going to recap some games we didn't hardly watch. Then we're going to talk about some stuff for next week. And we got some fun stuff in between.
Well, it's 12:47 in the morning.
Way too freaking late. Way too late.
We're a little later than normal. The Midnight Boys pushed it back a little bit.
Keeps getting later and later.
It is getting later and later. The reason we didn't watch much football this weekend, we were giving back to the community a little bit.
Right.
You're coaching basketball. We had a little holiday dinner in town for the people. We're out delivering dinners and everything. So handling that all day Sunday, pretty much. So we were a little on the busy side,
as always.
But doesn't mean we still have time to talk a little ball. Where would you like to start?
Let's start tonight. So we planned on starting this during the Monday Night Football games, but we did not. Like, first off, so 2 Monday Night Football games at the same time. Did we ever get a reason why?
I don't think so.
Was there ever a reason why this was tonight?
I think they just did it. Like, hey, here you go.
Here you go. Or maybe it's to get the Mannings doing the Samuel Cat. But that was weird too, because they went back and forth, but they'd miss huge plays in the other one.
They missed all. Yeah, they did.
And so I didn't really love that. I wish they did it. I wish they just had them both games at the same time. You could watch both at the same time.
Yep.
But I get that would have a lot going on. But still, like, they missed way too much. Like, I had no idea what was happening at the end of the Titans game, and the Titans came back and ended up winning. And I kind of missed some big parts of that because I was watching the Manning cast. But anyway, so one good thing about that thing though, the end of the fantasy football season, which we don't have to get into the who won and all this, but just know that the KDFL Fantasy League is very interesting right now, and the regular season is over, and we still have no clue who's in the playoffs.
Chaos is the word.
So, week 14, double Monday Night Football game was great for fantasy. Just because, pure chaos.
Yeah.
Now, the games themselves, we weren't looking forward to these games at all after last week. Going into it, the only way these two games could be interesting is if we saw two upsets.
Well,
and we saw two upsets.
Well, the first half, man, were boring.
Yeah,
they were pretty bad in the first half. Titans were hanging around. Neither the Giants or Packers could get anything going. In the fourth quarters, man, were heated up. And it was pretty fun back and forth. We talked about this before we came on. What was the stat? It was like last 767 teams that were down 14 with 3 minutes left all lost.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the Titans broke that tonight. And you got Giants Packers up there. Tommy DeVito. Family in the parking lot before the game making chicken cutlet sandwiches, passing out meatballs.
I want this guy to get a lifetime contract.
Let me tell you what.
Has there ever been a more New York Giant quarterback?
He's playing it up so well. I gave him all the credit.
It's amazing.
I'd ride this thing. They did it on their team Twitter the other day, like him ranking like Italian cuisines.
Yeah.
And then you had that guy on the field that looked like a mobster before the game. I think it's his agent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slimy. That's what Peyton said. Or Eli said his nickname was Slimy from college.
Perfect. Yeah, play it up, man. Live it up. Giants get a nice win in primetime. They look pretty decent, man. I think Jordan Love came back down to earth a little bit.
Once he gets in my good graces.
Yeah. Yeah, he was missing. He missed a throw on the first drive. It was like a 6-yard out. It was wide open. he sailed it into the sideline, and Peyton and Eli were just like, "Yeah, you got to hit that."
Yep, gotta hit
And he
those.
did that about 5 more times.
Yeah, I don't like my boy Jalen Hyde only getting 13 yards. Kind of expected a bigger game, Mr. Hyde.
How many catches did he have?
2.
Those were all like within the first like 5 minutes too.
Yeah.
Like right away.
I was kind of thinking there might be a good game tonight from Mr. Hyatt, but did not come through. Did not come through.
No. But you know who did come through? Oh, Fat Randy in the end.
Fat Randy Bullock. I told Mike before as we were watching the show, quotes, "It always surprises me how fat his ass is." My hand's got a fat ass on him. Oh, Randy Bullock.
He's always been
a little thick. Always been thick.
Been a big fella. John, that's a nice win for the Giants at home.
Packers
we go to Miami.
Complete fraud.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of them. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
But then we go to Miami, man. Nice Will Levis performance.
Yeah, he's so shredded. He's so shredded. Oh my Lord!
I just kept saying during the game we was watching the interview, like how jacked he is.
If I was him, I would flex during every interview. I would just be Hulk Hogan flexing the whole time I'm talking.
Jersey off.
Yeah. I wouldn't wear. I don't even. Yeah, the second the game ends with him, I would have to take all my clothes off. No more clothes.
They're like, Hogan, like, what did you see tonight?
This is what we're going to talk about tonight. We're talking about fat asses and nude quarterbacks, basically.
Biceps. 12:53 in the morning.
12:53 is what happens. Tua suddenly looks average when he doesn't have best weapon in the league.
Tell you what, we talked about it last week a little bit. We talked about it before we came on the air, like the MVP conversation. But the quarterback's looking a little shaky. Outside of probably the top 2 in that race. This is a year that Tyreek could sneak in there just because you saw tonight when he got hurt in the first quarter with an ankle. He comes back in late third, but he's kind of used as a decoy. He's in and out, and the offense looked not great.
Yeah.
It took a couple turnovers, in their Titans territory for them to punch it in.
Tua went from third best odds coming into this game for MVP. He's now plus 2,000.
Who's third now?
Lamar.
Yep. Is it
Dak and Brock are way ahead, and then Lamar is plus 600, Jalen's plus 800, Josh Allen's plus 1,400, which I said there's a path. Josh Allen plus 1,400 is not a bad bet, because if they win out, he's having a great year. Stat-wise, great year. They win out and make the playoffs, and Dak and Brock kind of don't really play as good as they've been playing. I can see Josh Allen over any of these other choices sneaking in there for the MVP.
Well, the rest of their schedule is pretty winnable.
Yeah.
If they can get the Cowboys at home, which that's a winnable game.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're at the Chargers, that should be a dub. Then they get the Patriots at home, that's a dub. Then they finish the year at Miami. If you go into Miami and you put up some numbers and you win that game, possibly to get you into the playoffs, or who knows, you may win the division. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's right there in the conversation.
For this game though, Dolphins blowing this lead. That's not what a number 1 team starting to turn into the betting favorite in the AFC, and then they lay this, and especially after the Chiefs lose, you got a chance to show the world you're the 1 seed. You're a huge, 13-point favorite?
Yeah, 13.5. Yeah,
huge favorite, and you blow a 14-point lead in the final seconds.
Well, yeah, Chiefs, Ravens, and Bills were all applauding that one tonight.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why people talk about it. Nobody takes them seriously.
Right.
You can't lose a game like that. And Levis, took them right down the field, man. No problems.
No problem. D-Hop wide open. Jalen Ramsey was on that long pass on the winning drive. Jalen Ramsey was on D-Hop, and I don't know if he was thinking he had inside help or what, but he was chasing, and he's just wide open across the middle field.
Hopkins looked great. Titans may were able to do whatever they wanted to that last drive. It's just that's an ugly loss for the Dolphins, man. You got to bounce back quick from that because I think they got a short week, don't they?
Are they one of the Saturday games? We got sneaky Saturday games coming up. They couldn't be Monday and then Saturday, right? Wouldn't think they do.
They are.
Really?
Versus the Jets, I believe so.
Short week and get that defense.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Titans, they were getting up the tour pretty good. The Jets, that's one thing they do. They get up to the quarterback. They can, they're good against the pass. So we'll see what happens there. See what happens with Tyreek's ankle this week. So, that's tough. That's an ugly loss, man. That's pretty brutal, especially for Tua. But Titans' big win on the road.
Yep.
All right. Sunday football. You want to talk about your Niners clinching or what?
Oh, I thought we were going to go Thursday. I got this ugly-ass Patriots-Steelers game up. Can we talk about the Steelers real quick not being a contender?
I didn't watch a second of that, so if you want to.
Oh, I didn't watch much of it at all. I just know that
Score.
Bill Belichick back against the wall, give the ball to Bailey Zappi, and Dub City.
I will say this: if the Steelers, if Trubisky's going to be the guy moving forward, they're dead in the water.
Oh yeah, they're dead.
I don't know how long the Pickett thing is going on.
Yeah, we can check out a few of these. We can check out a few of these. Well, how about we go to Chicago first? Complete frauds in Detroit.
Yeah, I picked the Bears to win this game, straight up. I thought they'd get them in Chicago.
Why is my internet connection unstable? Oh, now it's back.
Is that fancy new camera you got?
Maybe.
Fields, I thought looked pretty good. I saw some highlights of it. I thought Fields looked pretty good. Lions defense again, though, man.
Lions defense and Lions, which, hey, every Lions game for the rest of the season is in a dome, so got that going for them.
Yeah, maybe it won't matter for the rest of the regular season anyway, but once you get in that playoff push, I just don't know what kind of noise you can make with that, what's going on right now. And I don't know what the issue is, what happened. The Lions people know more than me. But something changed there. I don't know if it's secondary. They've always been a little bit, at times, leaky with the pass. And Fields is able to take advantage of some things. But that's a disappointing loss.
Yeah. Very disappointing. Jared Goff looked horrible.
Did he?
Horrible. 20-35, 2 picks, 4 sacks. Horrible.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to be steady, man. Gonna need him. Need him big time.
Yeah, I mean they're still guaranteed at home game. Home game in the playoffs, but they cannot see them winning a second game.
I think the picture right now after Monday Night Football is I think it's facing the Vikings.
Yeah, they'll be facing the 6th seed.
Which that will change.
Yeah, all those teams.
Pretty sure that'll change.
All those teams are pretty even.
Yeah, and if they're going to Nick Mullins, I just can't see much. And if Jefferson, who knows what's going on with Jefferson, I can't see them making the playoffs. But
what is going on with my internet here?
What are you trying to load there?
Trying to just look at the scoreboard.
This is off the cuff.
Yeah. There we go. We're back. That Frontier internet, I'll tell you.
1 o'clock in the morning, needed. Yeah.
We had the Falcons. Stupid ass. Can we just blow up the NFC South? If anybody has predicted week to week the winners of these games in this division, then you're the smartest person on the planet because nobody knows what the hell's going to happen in these games.
I think I'm wrong on the Falcons every week.
Oh, no. I stopped. Yeah. I was, because usually they were going win-loss, win-loss, like they were taking turns.
Yeah.
And they broke that pattern, but now I think they're back on the pattern again.
So now what is it? You got 3 teams at 6-7 with the Bucks leading.
Nobody for weeks everybody said it's gonna be Falcons or Saints, Falcons or Saints, Falcons or Saints, and now the Bucks are currently the 4 seed. If there's a home playoff game in Tampa Bay, Nobody
You know,
knows. Nobody knows the NFL.
well, you know who they'd be facing,
Yeah.
putting up 40, light them up.
Most likely. Most likely. I'm just going to yawn the rest of the show.
That's
It's
fine.
okay. 21 a.m.
I've been talking this team up a little bit. I'll move on to this one. Ravens Rams.
Yeah.
I don't know what this game, who it said more about. I think the Rams, I've been talking about feisty there. I somehow had them in the playoffs, which I still think they can get there. But I would think a team like that at home, Ravens should be able to put them away.
Yeah.
But that was a dog fight from the clips I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Rams had success running the football. Kyron Williams had 114 yards. Lamar did throw for 316. I don't know. It's just an odd game. You would think that the Ravens would be able to handle a little bit. And the Rams kept hanging around, sent it to overtime. Then they had that kind of punt return, which they missed a big time block in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. There it is right there on the highlight.
Wide open, but they missed it.
Right. So, the out of all of the NFC potential wild card teams, minus Cowboys or Eagles, whoever that team is, I feel like the Rams are the most dangerous one
Yeah.
because one, they've been there, and Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, like the tandem is very deadly. And then you got Kyron Williams now, and Stafford suddenly doesn't look terrible again. Now a month ago he looked god awful and looked like he should have retired, but maybe he's starting to get over these injuries that have been plaguing him, and maybe he's feeling healthy finally. But he has looked much better these last few weeks.
That's what I was going to say. If they can get healthy and they can stay healthy, Stafford, Cup, Kyron Williams is a stud.
I would not want to face them if I am a 2 seed or 3 seed. I would much rather
No,
face the Vikings. I'd much rather face the well, any of the
Packers.
the Packers. Packers are terrible. Like there's no chance the Packers can win a playoff game. Like they can get in. That's fine. No chance they're winning a road playoff game. The Rams could win a road playoff game. Like I can see the Rams going into Philly and beating them. I can see the Rams going into Detroit and beating them.
Yeah.
Seahawks, I'm not afraid of.
No. No, you're right. What you said. There's enough experience there with the Rams. You still got McVay, still got Stafford, still got Cup, still got Aaron Donald, still got some of those guys, and there's a good young talent there. Like I said, I mentioned it before, they're feisty, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they can put up some points. They can put up points in a hurry. They can move the football. Uh, yeah, I like the Rams. Like I said, I got to make it get in the playoffs.
So right now the Ravens are the 1 seed, right?
Yes.
Because the Dolphins lost. You think they're the best
Yep.
team in the AFC?
The Ravens?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you what. If you put a gun to my head right now and said, "Hey, who's the best team in the AFC?" I don't know.
Tough.
If you going into this show, if the Dolphins would have held on, I was like, I'll take the Dolphins
Yeah,
just
probably.
because. But the Jags, we've had issues with the Jags all season. The Browns are 8-5 and a 5 seed. I don't take that seriously with Flacco, and Steelers are 7-6. They're going to fall down. Colts 7-6. No. Texans, Stroud's hurt. Broncos, no. I mean, by default, you would have to, probably because of home field with the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean Baltimore is like I don't really believe in true home field advantage in football anymore. But I do feel like Baltimore's a tough place to play in the playoffs.
It's a tough environment. It is. It is.
Some of
That
these
side, I
places
mean,
I don't really believe, but
Baltimore,
that's a true one.
Baltimore, Arrowhead when that thing's rolling,
Buffalo,
Buffalo, Philly,
yeah.
places like that. Apparently Dallas. Uh, yeah, I mean, you think San Fran's a tough place to play? I mean, it's a tough place to play, but like, would you put it on a list?
In the playoffs, the Niners are different at home. When they change that font in the end zone.
There's night games, man. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of their last home playoff loss.
Giants?
Cal Williams dropping the damn ball nonstop.
Yeah.
So
Off the top of my head, do we have one after that?
that's the only one that rings a bell because during Shanahan's era, they won the 1 year they hosted the NFC Championship. Was the year they made it to the Super Bowl. And the 2 years they did not host the NFC Championship, for the 2 years they got sent home.
Yeah.
Anyways, Ravens legit.
Yeah.
Any other the Texans? C.J. Stroud gets hurt. Jets suddenly decide second half that they remember how to play football.
Yeah, Zach Wilson, man, 301 yards. My boy Zach.
He'll suck again next week.
Oh,
can we go in depth on this Vikings Raiders game?
Do you want? I didn't watch a second. Would you? Like
Nobody wants to go in depth in this game, but
I do want to mention one thing. Go ahead.
Well, last week I said I didn't know I said it on here, or if me and you were just talking. Who was the Patriots Chargers? Chargers were 6-point favorite, and the Chargers won by the spread, 6-0. I was like, I don't think that's ever happened before, where you've won by the exact spread, and that's a total points as well. It happened again. Vikings were 3-point favorite. The spread was 3, and they win 3-0. Like the total points is the spread.
Only thing I have to say about that game is Ivan Pace Jr.
Ivan Pace.
What a stud. Greatest undrafted pick in KDFL history. And he's a stud.
History, he said.
History. Write it down.
Don't fact check that.
Nah, I'm just off. That's a 1 o'clock in the morning decision there.
Do not fact check that.
Yeah, total stud coming out of that one.
Here's a good one. Browns Jags. Jags are another one of those. Yeah, they're good, but they're not good.
You let Flacco throw for 311.
Why is Joe Flacco back on a practice squad?
Why does he look better than he did like 4 or 5, 6 years ago?
He looks better than he has not looked this good since like 2012 Super Bowl, maybe 2014. I doubt he's looked this good.
He's a stud, man. He looks really good. I mean, and the Trevor thing, man. I don't know about the old ankle situation, but he continues to make some throws that just I don't understand it.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's seeing.
I'm kind of out on Trevor.
I don't know what's computing in his head.
He's good.
That's the thing. He's good, but ceiling.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it though. But I mean, that's a good win for Cleveland. That's a game if you're facing Joe Flacco, you would expect the Jags, if you're a serious team, to take care of business there.
Mm-hmm.
Niners get the win. You want to say anything, Aaron?
Nah.
I will say that Purdy throw to Debo, deep shot over the shoulder, very nice.
I mean, it was perfect in stride. Perfect.
Put a yak yards in that. What, like 10 yak yards?
Yeah.
But
the freaking. So, all right, speaking of that throw, so Brock Purdy's completion percentage on deep passes, 20 yards or further, is the highest PFF has ever graded for a qualifying quarterback. Most seasons, the leader is under 50%. The previous high mark was last year. Tua was 54.5% on deep passes, 20 yards or more. Brock Purdy is at 66% on passes 20 yards down the field or more.
So, you think he's best quarterback in the league?
Over the past 5 games, Brock Purdy is completing 74% of his passes traveling at least 15 yards in the air. Those are going for an average of 25 yards per attempt, and he has 6 touchdowns and 0 interceptions on those throws. Yesterday, he was 6 for 7 for 225 yards and 2 touchdowns on passes 15 yards down the field.
Correct. So
I don't know what the man's got to prove anymore. I just know we were all freaking idiots for even thinking that Trey Lance could beat this guy. And I remember interception in training camp. All the writers.
well, I mean, even today, you still hear it some of these guys like we talked a little bit MVP stuff before we came on, but you see some of these guys like talk about Purdy still. It's the system. Oh, it's all that talent around him.
Yeah, like people's never had talent before. Like Mahomes didn't have Kelsey and Tyreek Hill, and the best offensive mind in the game calling plays. Like that didn't happen.
I know.
I think they've also through how many games this is. Or what are we at? 13 games? Through 13 games.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the exact stat was, but it's the first team to have 4 players over something yards since the Colts in like 2005 or 6 when it was Reggie Wayne, Edge, Marvin Harrison, and Brandon Stokely. And this year it's Kittle, McCaffrey, Ayuk, and Debo.
I said it last week. He's done a great job spreading it around, man, to the point where like you don't hear any of them like upset.
Yeah, they're all having freaking career years. It's insane.
Yeah. But Niners have clinched a spot in the playoffs. They're the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Very happy about that.
Very, very excited about the current 1 seed situation. They just have to take care of business. I still don't understand how this team lost 3 games in a row.
I would assume injuries when those injuries hit them.
Still, that's just crazy.
I know. But the Cleveland game was always sneaky. They shouldn't have lost to the Vikings. Cleveland games were sneaky in the weather and things like that.
And they still missed the kick. They still should have beat Cleveland.
They missed the kick, and they lost the Vikings. Who was the third loss?
Bengals. When they had Joe Burrow play the game, the best game of the year, and then
they were on fire. Well, they're back on track. They should be fine. All right. Chiefs, Bills. I picked the Chiefs. You picked the Bills last week.
Told you.
I had mentioned this as a house of horrors for the Bills. And they may have slayed some of those demons with 2017 win. Okay, the offsides. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Do you think they should have thrown the flag?
Yeah, it's not enough offsides. Now, should the referee have told? A lot of times they point over. The referee tells them to back up or whatever. I don't even know if he pointed over. I didn't catch that part. Usually, though, the referee kind of like assists in getting them on sides in that, but the dude was offsides by it wasn't even close. Like he's
half a yard.
He's lined up way over the football.
Did you see the Orlovsky tape this afternoon? He went back and watched every snap. When the Chiefs were on offense, Tony lined up offsides 5 times. They didn't call it. They didn't say a word to him.
Nice.
Which kind of makes it interesting. Then they threw it on that one. Which it's not like they threw it late. They threw it right when it happened.
Right. I mean,
still, it's an interesting time to throw it. If he did it 5 other times.
The worst part about it, that was probably the play of the year.
That's unbelievable.
It's play of the year.
I caught that. I was holy shit moment.
And I don't like Mahomes. I'm over Mahomes. I do like Kelsey. And I would have been fine if they would have scored there. More fine if the Bills went down and won the game. But, losing the best play of the year, though, kind of stinks. But I don't.
He acted like such a douchebag to Josh Allen, though.
Oh, God, yeah. He's such a sore, cry-ass loser. Like,
when they went down 13 seconds and won the game, went to overtime, won the game, Josh Allen was cool as could be.
Yep.
He had every right to be upset.
He's
cool as could be.
Mahomes is entering that part of his career where he now thinks the whole world owes him and holier than thou.
Well, I mean, what team? Hell, man, you could go back not even last 5, 7 years. You could get 20 years. What team has benefited more from like iffy calls? Obviously, you'll put like Patriots up there.
The Seahawks. Seahawks always had that primetime bullshit.
Seahawks, you got to put the Chiefs up there.
Yeah, I mean
this whole run.
Go back to the freaking Super Bowl. Biggest play of the day. They're holding Bosa. If they call that, it's 3rd and 25.
Yeah, that's
They
what aggravated
they never come
me.
back.
In his rant, he's talking about, oh, let him play and throwing flags. If there's a flag, he's the first guy pointing. He's running upfield.
What's this stupid thing that he does?
Yeah, he wants to call. I hate that crap. With that, and his tongue's hanging out. Yeah,
That's what we should. Next time we do a blind power ranking, we're putting in all the stuff that we hate. So that's gonna be one. We've got here we go.
yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
I like it.
That everything Collinsworth says.
Mike, that play right there.
Here's a guy.
Here's a guy. All right.
Anyways, great game for the Bills.
What's that?
We just say the same thing?
No, I was just gonna say that's huge for the Bills because if they lose, they're done.
That's what I said.
Okay, we're on the same page.
We're on the same page. Great game for the Bills.
Had
to win.
For them because then they come back. They got Dallas coming in, home game. But they set themselves up for the next. And you get the Dolphins losing tonight. They're set up a little bit there for the last 4 games. They got a little momentum. All right. Sunday Night Football. You got anything on Broncos Chargers? Before we get to that.
Other than why is Brandon Staley still coaching the team today?
Yeah, he should have been fired this morning. Should be fired tomorrow morning.
Should have been fired last Monday morning.
Yeah, now they got Easton Stick rolling in, and
yeah,
Keenan Allen's got a hurt heel, and it's just
Broncos are pesky. I would not be surprised if the Broncos make the playoffs and made a run and won a couple road games. It would not surprise me. Like if they go into Kansas City in the playoffs and beat them in the first round in the wild card, wouldn't surprise me. Who? The old Giants?
Damn. I was going to say the Giants, and I was going to say the Ravens, the Black Ravens that made a run.
Yeah.
But they remind me of.
Yeah, I mean, they play good defense.
There's no eye-popping stats on offense.
None.
Make enough plays.
Ever. They're kind of like how the Broncos were Peyton's year.
Yeah.
The defense isn't good. I mean, they gave us 70 in a game, but they're good enough now.
Well, that defense, I can't remember what it was, but it was like the last 2 months, maybe, not even that.
Yeah, ever since that game.
Top 3, top 5. But they do just enough. Russell throw a moon ball. He'll connect it with Sutton.
Old moon ball.
Just enough, to make some plays. And like I said, defense has been really good. But yeah, so they remind me of.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Sunday night.
Here we go. Let's go to Dallas.
I'm not surprised. I've been calling this for a month. That the Cowboys would beat the Eagles. I think this is the first game since I think it was 2018 that the Eagles did score an offensive touchdown. I know that Collinsworth and guys were dying to make it a game, but it felt like the Cowboys were in control of the game the whole time. And they should have scored 40 at least.
Yeah.
But penalties, and I don't know how many times it was 2nd and 15 or 3rd and 20 and stuff like that. You hear another interesting stat?
Yeah.
Last night? Well, Sunday night now. Cowboys had more holding calls on them than the Eagles have had all season.
Cowboys. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Somehow. Even though Micah Parsons was held for 4 quarters. And Lane Johnson starts early every single play. Other than that. But not surprising.
No, I don't know if I said it on here or talked about it. I know I said in my Madden Discord that I'm in that the Cowboys would win this game by multiple scores. I don't know if I said that here. Did I say that?
I think you did.
I think I did, but I don't know. I don't want anybody fact checking.
I think you said comfortable.
Yeah. I think the Eagles have gotten lucky most of the season. They should have 3 more losses than they have right now. At least 2. And back to last week, I talked about how it was weird how the Niners defensive players all talked about what they did to beat them publicly. Nobody ever does that. You never talk details
No, you
and
don't.
say like this is what we did. We did the like schematic. They never talk schematics
No.
to the press or anything. And they the Niners show like said everything out. Which I mean, these coaches and scouts and everything like they see what they did, but usually you don't see players say it.
Players come out of that.
And yeah, so it looks like they went by the same game plan that the Niners had and dominated the Eagles offense. Like you said, didn't even score a touchdown. And I'm sorry, for 33 minutes of this podcast, your volume may have sucked. And just now was fixed. So,
It's fine.
Hopefully,
It's fine.
I'm hoping the first 30. No, I'm not saying because of you. It was because of mine. I had your side turned down accidentally from a Madden game that I played to about halfway. So I was probably super loud and you were probably just like soft.
I hope it's me talking like
no.
doing that.
I feel pretty confident that we can still hear you. It's just probably so uneven with me being super loud and you being not so loud.
You're excited. Niners are the 1 seed. They clinched playoffs. You're excited.
For 33 minutes. So I apologize to everybody.
You know what's fun about that? You're gonna bring me right back in for the Christmas stuff and the coach stuff. So that's all. I
brought you in for the Cowboys.
You brought me in for the Cowboys.
Once the Cowboys came in, hey, Jake Turd Ferguson, that's pretty damn good tight end.
He's a stud, man. I know who he reminds me of. I don't want to put it on him, but he reminds me of little Jason Witten.
Yeah, a little more athletic.
Jason Witten. The way he runs after the catch, physical.
Yeah. How was Jason Witten always open? Slowest man on the field.
Yeah, I love Jason Witten, man. They just blitz the hell out of Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't know how to adjust to it because all they do is run a million slants and crossers.
Yeah.
And if the Cowboys tackled in space, and that was a big difference in the game too. In the Philly game, they forced 3 fumbles.
Yeah.
Just like they did last night, except every time they forced a fumble, Philly just died right in front of the Eagle player and they recovered it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen Sunday night. So Dak was really good. Defense was really good.
The Eagles' schedule, though, the rest of the way.
I know, man. I know they're gonna win the East
unless we get some Tommy DeVito magic.
Meet the ball. Here's a chicken cutlet.
Who do they have? They have them twice, right?
Yeah, they got them twice. It's 4 easy.
Oh, well, they're at Seattle Monday Night Football next week, so that's the big one.
I think that's a dub.
In theory,
that's
Seattle
a game where
primetime home games.
Yeah, but I think that's a get right game where I hate to spoil picks, but if there's ever a game where you can get after Geno and run the football, that's the one.
If Geno's even starting, but yeah.
Oh yeah, after he's hurt. Yeah.
The Niners went in on primetime in Seattle and beat the brakes off of them.
They did.
So the Eagles are a legit contender. They'll rebound, go in there, and smash them. But they're only 3-point favorites, so who knows?
That's a weird thing too. Is like the players were talking about it. Some of the media's talked about today. Like, oh, this is the stretch that every good team goes through throughout the season. Here's the thing, though. Like they've been eking out a lot of these games.
Yeah.
It's not like they've looked really great all season. And, oh, here's a tough stretch. What's going on? Kind of like the Niners went through.
They should have lost to Buffalo, for sure.
Yeah.
They really should have lost Kansas City.
Should have lost Kansas City.
The Dallas game.
The Cowboys.
Then both Commander games.
The Commander games. I mean.
You had the Vikings game week 2.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of games they should have lost.
They've eked games out all season. I mean, that's a testament to them winning games in the end, but I don't view it as that's a great team. It's just a little tough stretch. Yeah, you're going to have to go through it to get to where you want to go. But they have some issues. You know, you can throw the football on them left and right. You know, and in the offenses, it looks that sick. So, but Cowboys get a nice win.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they can maintain it. Anything else? Week 14?
I don't think so.
All right. Moving on.
We're ready to spin the wheel?
I'm always ready to spin the wheel. I was born to spin the wheel.
It is spin the wheel time. So I just moved this. I need to just move it right back. All right. So we are going to spin the wheel this week. This week we're going to do a little different. We've done quarterbacks. We've done team rankings. This week we're going to do head coach
Oh, boy.
power rankings. Blindly, of course, like always.
There's some bad coaches.
Oops, I've got 5 on here. I told you we were going to do 10, so we're going to do a quick
That's
edit here. Boom. 6, 7,
We,
8, 9, 10.
we talked about doing this because we talk about coaching like every week on here.
Yeah, a lot of bad coaching going on.
A lot of bad coaches. So
we are going
interesting
to we're going to spin the wheel here, and we're going to blind rank our head coaches that we would like to have for our team. Basically, power ranking, best team.
it's important to note too. We also threw in a few coordinators.
There are a few coordinators. One you probably heard us talk about before.
If I get him, he's number 1. I'm telling you right now. And I ain't talking about Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore's not on here.
No.
And if somebody, I cannot wait for some terrible organization to hire Kellen Moore.
Panthers.
Be a Panthers move.
Yep. Oh, here's a young quarterback. Let's get him with an offensive mind.
All right, so I've got all 32 teams, 32 head coaches, plus 5 coordinators on the wheel here. And you going first?
Sure.
Okay.
You can go first for the Christmas one.
Spoiler alert, there will be a Christmas wheel as well.
We're spinning 2 wheels this week.
Usually the case these days.
Hell yeah. Ghosts.
Mike Tomlin, that's a good one to start with.
Ooh, I like Tomlin. Ooh, it's kind of tough though.
I mean, is Tomlin starting to lose it a little bit though? Fired their OC.
Yeah, I think sometimes he's a loyal guy.
Yeah,
That's when he is very loyal. Man, that's kind of tough though. What we got? Like 37 options.
37 options.
I got 10. I got 10 spots. I like Tomlin. There's some better coaches I like to have. He's a leader of men.
Leader men.
Let's go number 3.
Oh, very high, Mike Tomlin. Oh
Put him
God,
at 3. I do like Tomlin. Let's go 3.
Oh, that works. Okay, worked out perfect. All right, my first head coach will be. Of course, I get the guy that I didn't even know existed. We talked about when I did this. I mean,
special teams coordinator.
Yeah, this schmuck's going dead last. There's no way.
Yeah. You got interim on your name. It's pretty automatic.
Yeah, he'd never be. Yeah. Probably should have been on the list. But hey, when it comes to me and spinning the wheel, I'm going to get the worst possible choices. So. Thus is life. Your number 2 coach will be, our second coach will be, what's going? Shane Steichen.
Ooh. Steichen showed some promise, man.
Mm-hmm. I like Steichen.
He's a good young coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can get some better ones, though. But number 5. I do like him.
Mm-hmm. All right. I like him, too. That's probably about where I'd put him. Oh,
yeah, for a young guy right now.
Man, almost. Nick Sirianni.
I'd put his ass dead last. You have no idea just how. I don't know why, by the way, they have to cut to him 1,000 times during games.
Because he's a troll and he's always going to be making some stupid face or yelling at somebody.
It looks like these last 2 weeks, like his soul's been ripped from his body.
He acts like the guy that would shove you, and then he would wait for his friends to get in between and back up, and let them fight for you. Like that's.
Yeah, or there's the 2 friends are in front of him and he's back there talking shit.
Yeah, he's the fake tough guy.
He's fake tough guy, 100%.
Yeah. I do think he's a good coach.
He's a good motivator.
Yeah.
I don't know what his specialty is.
He's one of those guys. Like he's just the guy. Like he's not the coordinator or anything like that. He's he's kind of like Tomlin, really. Just a leader. And I'm gonna go third. Got him at 3. Thing all right over there?
I was reading his Wikipedia. I was reading his Wikipedia.
I was like, is something burning down? Do you have to go?
No. He was okay. He was. I couldn't remember what all he did before all this. He was OC for the Colts from 2018 to 2020.
Yeah, that's where he started the tush push.
Yeah.
The origin of it was Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, and then he was like a wide receivers coach, QB coach, quality control coach.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. All right. I'm good.
All right.
Nothing's on fire.
Your number 3, coach, will be another interesting one. Sean McDermott. Back in good graces this week after a big win.
Stock has kind of dipped a little bit, though.
Stock has dipped, but it's up a little. If they were 6 and 7 right now and lost.
Here's the thing, though. If you go on the road in Philly, and what they drop, 34, 37, and you're a defensive coach.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said this. I've said this 1,000 times. If you have a specialty and that specialty is shaky or it's just not good, like Brandon Staley, you should be fired.
Mm-hmm.
McDermott, though, I'm going to go 6. Go 6.
Ooh.
I'm going 6. I think his stock has dipped a little bit. I think he was on course to absolutely be fired until Josh Allen caught fire.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be thanking Josh Allen every day.
Like it. All right, my third coach will be.
Get you a good one.
Peter LaFleur.
A guy you have not been very high on.
Nope, not high on this guy. Kind of think he's a bum. I think he has he rode the coattails of Aaron Rodgers through the end of his era. Actually, and he's the reason Aaron Rodgers isn't even there.
True.
Kind
of tough, really.
I'm gonna go 6.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for more bad ones, but also room for more good ones. So
that's true.
Not a big LaFleur fan, and that's probably lower than what most people would have him do it in this format. But I kind of think he's a bum.
I either would have went 5 or 6 there, so it's about right.
All right, your next one. Here we go. Bill Belichick. Let's hope one of us would get Bill.
This is it. I have been.
Did you see him put the helmet on?
I did, man. I like Bill.
That was epic.
Bill's got some personality. Every time you hear about Bill, like everybody talks about how funny he is and he's got personality and everything, and he gets in front of the cameras normally, and he's just whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I still think he's a great defensive coach.
Yep.
It's the GM stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can't count the GM stuff here.
Right. We're talking head coach.
Talking head coach. So just as on the field, his specialty defense, still think he's elite. Man. I think he slipped a little bit. I do. But I don't know who I'm going to get.
You say that every week.
I know.
That's your here we go. Here we go. It's always,
go.
I don't know who I'm going to get.
I'm going to get that's good. It's good. I know I'm going to get some suck. It's the elite stuff.
I think I got some late night heartburn. So tonight's episode is brought to you by.
Nice. I can't take Tums. Because they give me kidney stones.
Buddy, don't you just hate getting old?
I know, man.
You got heartburn, so you need something, but you can't take the something because it gives you kidney stones.
Gives me kidney stones.
Bad combination.
It's a terrible combination. Number 2.
Ooh. I mean, he just
Number
beat
2.
Tomlin. You got to put him there, right?
Number 2. For right now, at present day, number 2.
Okay. I'm just so gross. Ugh. Number 4.
I feel you on the heartburn stuff. I completely understand.
Yeah. Kevin O'Connell.
Interesting.
I don't mind him.
I didn't either. I just don't really know much. I don't really have an opinion of it.
Right. I don't know who I'm going to get.
That's what I said.
It is what you said. I'm definitely going to put him above LaFleur.
Here's the floor.
Peter LaFleur. I think the safe spot is just put him at 5. I do like him a lot.
Very Shane Steichen of you. Shane Steichen.
Shane Steichen, I think I would have higher on mine. I'd have him 4 on mine.
I thought about 4, but played a little safe with getting better options.
Mm-hmm.
But could haunt me. I don't know.
Here we go.
Here we go. Hey.
Kevin.
Guys is going to snap it every time he said that.
Stefanski of the Browns.
Stefanski's interesting. I think he sucks. Then you look up and they're 8-5.
Right. And look at the quarterback situation.
I know.
Let's get Joe Flacco winning games.
I still don't think he's great, though. Let's go 7.
That's probably about right.
We'll go 7. I need some suck.
Haven't got an OC yet. Or any type of coordinator.
I'm saving. That's why I saved that one spot.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Brandon Staley.
You know where to put in.
I wish I didn't have this interim guy at 10. Brandon Staley is 9, and it's not even a question.
Good call.
Not even a question. Terrible.
That's easy.
Just go back, 3 years ago? This guy's going for it on 4th and 2, 4th and 3 on his own 25, and he's like, This is the smartest guy who's ever lived. And he's just
downhill completely.
Terrible. Ruined the beginning of Justin Herbert's future legacy.
I think he's 30 and 32.
Herbert would have 3 Super Bowls by now. Dennis Allen.
Oh, God. He's terrible. 10.
Ooh.
Ooh, 10. He's terrible.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's terrible.
Never should have been hired.
I agree there, too.
Yeah.
It's one of those, just get us through the next 2 years till we find somebody. One of those hires. Andy Reid.
Damn. That was hoping I get for him for 1.
Andy Reid.
You'll pay me 1?
How you have to. There's no option for him. I mean, he is now the leader of a current dynasty. Best offense in the league for years now. Then what was the thing he just got? First coach to win 100 games to. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Crazy. Be that good for 2 teams.
Yep.
Never should have let go from the first team.
Only coach in NFL history to win 100 games with 2 different franchises and 10 postseason games with 2 different franchises.
Oh, are you going to get a guy? Brian Johnson, Eagles offensive coordinator.
9.
Not a fan?
I didn't want to put him on here.
I mean,
that offense is. I don't understand why there's hype with him.
His name is always mentioned some. I don't get it either. Like, he's the one I didn't get, and that's the reason I put him on here, was because I figured we would just give us a chance to bash him if we got him, and there you go.
Yeah, because I mean the Eagles offense. I mean, we can't say it's better than last year, even on the same page as last year.
Let's have the world Google him together here.
Brian Johnson.
We're checking out Brian Johnson.
I don't know where he came from.
What all has he done? So, quarterbacks coach. He played for the New York Sentinels. I mean, God, no. He was quarterbacks coach at Utah. Then he was OC at Utah, quarterback coach Mississippi State, offensive coordinator for Houston, quarterback coach at Florida, offensive coordinator for the Florida Gators in 2020, and I'm sure they were terrible that year. Then he became the quarterback coach for the Eagles 2021 and 2022, and he is the current offensive coordinator who took over for Shane Steichen from last year. Why is this dude getting...
Why?
He's been the offensive coordinator 1 year, and they're not even... Their offense is way worse than it was last year when Shane Steichen was there.
Why does he have that job?
I don't know. I don't know why he's getting hyped.
Wow. Huh. 2020 Florida Gators went 8-4. Not bad.
He's what?
They went 2020 Florida Gators went 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, well, probably not enough to get a NFL coordinator job.
This offense, though, it's not great.
Whose turn? My turn?
Your turn.
My turn. Oh, gosh. Should have been number 1, but I've got an easy number 2. We're going Cal Shanahan. Bang.
That's a strong top 3.
Oh, yeah. Feeling good about my list this week. Rare. Having a rare good list here.
That's pretty good. Damn.
Yep. All right.
I guess I'm just going to have to rely on Mike McCarthy, put him number 1.
It's probably a good thing that I didn't get Shanahan first then, Reed, because I would have for sure had Shanahan first and would have... I'd still rather have Shanahan, but I'm biased. Jonathan Gannon. Arizona Cardinals.
Well, crazy ass. Number 8.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
So you need a 1 and a 4.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm feeling good about mine because I have the ceiling and the floor. Anything else is fine.
You're just putting furniture in the house.
I don't have a there's not a single head coach that I would put over Sirianni, Shanahan, and Reed. And there's not a single head coach I'd put below Chris Tabor and Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Damn it. Yeah.
Perfect. Can't screw it up.
It's pretty good.
It's unscrewable. Oh, Robert Saleh. I mean, where are you going, Rob? Do I like him more than Kevin O'Connell? I definitely like him more than Matt LaFleur.
Yeah. You know, it's tough with him because you can tell great defensive mind.
Great defensive mind.
And you can also tell the organization has their hands in shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he drafted well.
I'm going to go 4. I don't know. Ooh.
Didn't know you liked him that much. That's probably all right.
I don't know. It don't seem right looking at him now. But that's where I put him, and it's locked in. That's where I put him.
I need something good.
Now I just need worse than LaFleur. You're getting offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy, the Washington Commanders.
Has there been more hype around an OC in the last handful of years?
5 years.
I mean, he could be another Shane Steichen. We don't know. That's probably number 4.
Okay.
I'm not very happy.
I just need something between LaFleur and Staley.
I'm going to need to bounce back with the Christmas wheel because I'm just not very happy right now. I need a number 1. Watch me get... Oh,
Pete Carroll.
Oh, you boy.
Well, guess what, Pete? The game's passed you up. Your team sucks. Stop running shit that worked 10 years ago. Don't work no more, bub. You're going number 7.
Uh,
All right. Who is your number 1? Okay, so let's look at the choice here. So the only one that you would
like Arthur Smith.
you'd want like Mike McDaniel, McVay.
Yeah.
I think you'd even be fine with MCDC at this point. John Harbaugh, Sean Payton.
Yeah.
There's some good choices out there still.
There's some options.
And then there's Ron Rivera and yeah, some rough ones.
This hasn't been going
Zach
well.
Taylor.
So I'm definitely going to get some like defensive coordinator. Right
Here
now.
we go. It couldn't be any better.
Who is it?
And Mike McCarthy
Here
of
we
the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. Woo! 10-3, your first place Dallas Cowboys. Did you know?
Oh.
He's won 40 games. I think he tied Barry Switzer for the most wins in a certain amount of games.
For the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, they've been broken all kinds of records, like offense and wins, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel great right now.
Honestly, with your team, he might be number 1.
Well, I mean, somebody's gonna look at this list and say, "Probably should put Belichick number 1."
Maybe. I don't think you can get a lot of people backing you on that.
Maybe. The enemy and Steichen in the middle, I'm okay with that. At bottom, I'm good with that. For who I have,
yeah, I think the order's fine.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'd put Bieniemy below Steichen and McDermott, and probably Stefanski. I'd put him probably above Gannon.
Yeah, if I had it my way.
Right.
Yeah,
but and then maybe you'd go
bad.
Belichick, Tomlin, then McCarthy. But
probably. But I'm okay with that.
All right,
I gave him credit for completely revamping the offense the last couple months or whatever.
Just had to get rid of that schmuck offensive coordinator.
And they haven't lost a game since they put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor.
There you go.
Curse has been lifted.
And this works out perfect. Todd Bowles.
Oh, God.
Todd Bowles perfectly fits right above Brandon Staley.
Perfect. Terrible.
So my order, the only thing I would change, 1, 2, 3 I got. I'd probably put Pete Carroll at 4 and move everybody else down 1.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with Pete Carroll where he is, too.
Yeah, I think some people may put LaFleur a little higher.
Probably.
You're not high on him.
I'm not.
Might drop Salah a little bit because of what's been going on there. But, I mean.
Yep, they probably would.
But he's a hell of a defensive mind.
Mm-hmm. I would probably go Reed, Shanahan, Sirianni, Carroll, O'Connell, Salah, which is funny. That means I'm dropping LaFleur another spot on mine. Anyways, that was fun. Took about 15 minutes, though.
That was good.
I don't know if people enjoyed the head coach segment, but I liked it.
I like it.
And we are what matters, okay?
It's our show.
Forget the listeners.
It's 1:50 in the morning.
4 of you anyways. Yeah, it's 1:50 in the morning. This is what you get.
1:50 in the morning. Picks? Making picks?
Yeah. Pick the damn games.
Pick
the damn games.
Pick this shit. Move on.
We got this too damn big right here. Let's see. Let's try about 170. Here we go. All right, so last week I was 5-9. Sucked to get. You were 7-7, so you picked up 2 more games on me. You are now within 1 game of me. You are 99 and 105, and I am 100 and what is that? Can't see it. Can't do the math. 104.
104? Yeah.
That's hard.
Coming hard down the stretch.
That's what she said. Oh yeah, she did.
Hard and fast, baby. Here we go.
All right.
You go first?
Who's going first? Me? I'm going. You?
I'll go first.
You can't even read. Don't blame the delivery guy.
And it's you can't even read, man.
Don't blame the delivery guy. It's not his fault. He never learned to read. Name that
Chargers
movie.
at the Raiders. What is it?
Name that movie.
Big Daddy.
Yes.
Big Daddy.
We need to bring back more movie talk during our shows.
We do.
Now we got the 2 hours.
I still think it's the funniest thing in the world. We did it. We did an episode of this. Then we did an hour episode of Yellowstone and talking movies.
It's a shame nobody watched those shows. A real shame.
Great conversation.
I mean,
digging into the characters. Man, all right. Chargers at the Raiders. What a mess. Raiders are favored by 3.
So the last 2 weeks, the Chargers were favored by 6, and they won 6-0. The Raiders were a 3-point dog. They lost 3-0.
Yep.
And now we got Chargers at Raiders, and it's a 3-point spread. So are the Chargers going to win this game 3-0? Is my question. So the Raiders are going to win this game 3-0.
This is Aiden O'Connell versus Easton Stick. At this point, you got any Chargers get a pack it in, man. Give me the Raiders.
Yeah, there's no way the Chargers can win this game. Oops. Vikings at the Bengals. The Bengals suddenly have an amazing quarterback, and they are a 3.5-point favorite.
Bengals.
I agree, especially if Jefferson's playing. They
said they said he's looking good, but Nick Mullins, I don't have much confidence in Nick Mullins walking into Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's true. Give me the Bengals.
Okay. Steelers going into Indy. Colts favored by 2.5. I'm taking the Colts. I'm not picking Trubisky ever.
Yeah. Facts. I'll take the Colts as well. Broncos at the Lions. The Lions are a 4.5-point favorite at home in the Dome.
Ooh. Spicy. It's interesting. It's Saturday night, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Saturday night game.
Saturday.
4.5. It's the 4.5. I can see the Lions winning this game.
I hate Dome primetime games.
Wow.
You don't get the lights.
The night outside.
The night, yeah, you don't get the same effect. It's just a game. It was the weirdest thing. So the first Lions game I ever went to, it's so weird to watch football inside. Like when you're there. It's just so...
What makes it weird?
It's just strange. Like football's made for the outdoors. Basketball's made for inside. Like it's weird going into a building
to watch football.
Like it's just strange, different.
You can say it. The Lions they're doing it wrong. You can say that.
Saying it's strange. All those North teams, though, I feel like the northern teams that have a dome, I feel like it's a mistake. Like that's your advantage. You practice in the cold.
1,000% agree with you.
Like Green Bay, it's why they always had such a great home field. Minnesota, whenever they had the outdoor stadium for like that year or two or whatever, when they're playing at the college stadium.
Oh yeah, that was when they had the.
I thought that was so cool.
Vikings Seahawks playoff game. It was like 2 degrees.
Yeah, that was the game that was when my brother-in-law that played for Iowa. That was when he was on the Vikings practice squad, and his family went to that game.
Oh God.
That was the coldest game of all time.
Yeah. But you're right there when you said, like, look at the Dolphins, how their stadium is, where the sun beams right down on the visiting sideline.
Yeah, just
perfect.
I mean, it's cool, like as a fan, you know you're going to go to a nice cozy game, but I like Green Bay's home field advantage.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, that was off the cuff. I'm taking the Broncos to win this game outright.
I'm also taking the Broncos. I don't know if they're going to win it, but it's going to be tight.
It'll be ugly. And Broncos are going to win 24-16.
They're definitely going to muck it up.
It's going to be like the Bears game was, not this week, but the first time when it was in Detroit and the Lions had to come back and win. That's not going to happen this time. Bucks at the Packers. Packers are a 3-point favorite in this battle of two teams that desperately need a win. Both 6-7, I believe now.
There was a time. You remember there was a time whenever they had Derek Brooks and Warren Sapp, and the Bucks never won a game. It was under 40 degrees. Remember all that? You know, it's going to be cold.
It's so funny how some of these matchups you don't think about it, and then you think about that, and it's like, wow, what some of these games used to be at one point.
Yeah, it was almost like automatic.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Packers.
I'm taking the Packers as well. Jordan Love bounced back.
Look at you. I'm glad you believe in him.
Well, I've got Peter LaFleur above Todd Bowles on my power rankings, so I had to be done.
Peter LaFleur. Giants at the Saints. Saints favored by 5.5. Yeah, 100%. Is Derek Carr quarterbacking? I'm not picking Derek Carr.
Who cares?
Exactly. I just don't.
Tommy DeVito's on the other side.
Spicy meet the ball.
I'm taking the Giants. Something about them right now. They're playing hard again.
Little magic.
I think it's my turn. Falcons 3-point favorite in Carolina. This is how bad, and this is how much nobody knows with the Falcons. The Panthers are, everybody on the planet knows the Panthers are god awful.
Yeah.
And the Falcons are tied for division lead, and they're a 3-point favorite on the road.
Always within 3.
Always.
My God.
Nobody knows.
Falcons, just because.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Nobody can bet on the Panthers.
You can't. All right. Interesting one. Texans at the Titans. Titans favored by 2.5. Stroud, what, concussion?
Yep.
No Tank Dell. Schultz has a hammy.
And then you get Lex Luger at quarterback, Will Levis. But somebody, I dare
the 24-inch python.
I dare you to blitz that guy. He will put you in a torture rack.
He will punch you in the face for blitzing.
Yeah. Then he'll punch the coach for sending you.
Taking the Titans.
I got to take the Titans too. Hate to do it against our beloved Texans, but
I know.
Road game, Titans coming off a big win.
Yep.
And it's not knowing the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Speaking of quarterback situation, we got Zach Wilson. Jets at the Dolphins. Dolphins are a 9.5-point favorite at home against the Jets.
That's high. Dolphins offense a little shaky. Tyreek's got that nagging ankle, man, and he got a little horse-collared night, aggravated it. He was kind of a decoy out there. Short week. Jets play good pass D. They get after the quarterback. I'm taking the Jets. I'll say they'll win the game, but Dolphins aren't covering that 9.5.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jets. Have we picked the same game?
Have
We've picked the same every time.
Have we? Didn't feel like it.
Yeah, you're never going to beat me if you go first because I'm going to pick the same thing. Yeah, I didn't feel like it either, but then once I said it, I was like, wait, I feel like we've agreed.
Let's go with it.
But yeah, I'm on board with the Jets. The defense and Tua against any defense with a pulse, I don't like it. And, yep. 9.5 to nothing. Final score.
Here's an interesting one. Bears at the Browns. Browns favored by 3.
Who's quarterbacking?
Flacco.
They just put him on the practice squad.
Nah, he's fine. He'll be back.
I don't understand I don't understand what's going on with that whole thing.
I don't either, but he'll be there.
Because like any team could sign him right now, but I think he said he wanted to stay with the Browns. But you don't have a choice. Somebody signs you, they sign you, bro. You're on the practice squad.
Yeah. But Bears will look better. Browns are playing for something.
I got the Browns.
Damn it. I'm also taking the Browns. I bet it's going to rain. It's going to be 20 degrees.
We'll go pick the same if we pick the same in every single game, then we've got to bet all these games.
Let me see.
One big parlay.
Just looking at what's coming.
She said.
We might disagree on a couple. Okay. You're up.
Chiefs, 9.5-point favorite in New England against your Bill Belichick.
2. It's interesting. 9.5. I'm taking the Chiefs. You're thinking Patriots, I already know.
If I had a Patriots helmet, I'd put it on just like Bill did. Pat McAfee, give a little tap on the head. I'm taking the Patriots to cover the 9.5. Too many points.
Okay.
Patriots played a good game Thursday night. You get Bill Belichick in a positive scene Saturday for the world to see. There's suddenly some positive publicity going on in New England. God, it's going on in New England. Yeah.
There's a lot going on
in New England.
In New England.
Here we go. I like the Patriots cover.
Okay.
Be great if they won. Oh.
I don't care this week. I got to buy.
We didn't talk enough about the Chiefs and their current status, 8-5, and finally, Mahomes is going to have to play a road game at some point.
Yeah, I mean, well, we hit on every week. It's a organizational failure with the roster they have.
Mm-hmm.
I like Rashee Rice, and he's their best receiver, but he's going to make a mistake every week because he's a rookie. Just like he was fighting for yards and he fumbles. But like you just don't have guys that are consistent. Like Tony doing stupid stuff. Sky Moore, you can't play him. Justin Watson, you can't play him. Who are you going to put out there? Kelsey's older. You swiveling? I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, that's the thing. It's just a failure. O-line isn't, especially the tackles, not fantastic. So he's getting a little more pressure than normal. So I don't know. But all it's going to take, we see it all the time, it's going to take one game for something to click. And then they figure some things out.
I don't know. I'm writing them off.
Completely writing them off.
Writing them off.
I would write them off if the AFC was stronger, but this is the year where who knows?
I'm writing them off. They will not. Okay. I write them off, but they'll still probably win the home wild card game. But I'm definitely writing them off.
Divisional loss?
Yeah, divisional loss for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
I don't know. Is it my turn?
Yes.
No. Commanders at the Rams. Rams are 6.5 point favorite.
Rams.
Agreed. Rams are dangerous. And I'm worried because Niners play them last game of the season. And it'd be fantastic if the Niners had the 1 seed clinched. So they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, because the Rams are probably going to be fighting for a spot.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of, but weird thing is, that's how it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The Rams were the 1 seed, or they clinched, and the Niners were trying to get in the last game of the playoffs. I think it's the year the Niners. It was 2 years ago.
The NFC title game? Was it that year?
Yeah, I think it was that year. They lost the Rams in the NFC Championship. They beat them.
Beat them, and then they Speaking of, your San Francisco 49ers going to the desert. Niners favored by 13.5.
That's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. It gets a little weird out there sometimes in the desert when they play them.
It does. Well, it did with the schmuck they had before. Cliff, for whatever reason, had their number. Like, I don't know why they always played good against the Niners, but they're bad against everybody else. Niners got some injuries. Not like big. I mean, they're just like weak injuries right now. So, like Armstead's gonna be out. Hargrave's probably gonna be out, and Ward could be out. 3 starters on defense. So I can see this being kind of like how last week's game was. Actually, you know what? There's no way. Niners. Give me the Niners. I was thinking it could be like 27-16, and then I'm like, no, they're not holding 27 points. Niners going to score 35.
Well, you were talking, I was sitting there thinking, Kyler's going to run around. He's going to score something late to make it like a 10-point game.
Mm-hmm.
cover the spread. But then I thought what you said, they're not stopping the Niners.
Yeah.
They're just not stopping.
Like the Niners, I think will for sure score 31 points.
Yeah.
So that means can the Cardinals get to 20?
No.
I don't think.
I don't think so.
Your Cowboys in Buffalo, 2.5 point favorite. Buffalo.
Bills.
Bills.
That's a tough road assignment after a big win like that at home. Bills always, I don't know, it's a tough environment. It's a good stadium, good fan base. It's gonna be loud. Yeah, I'm taking the Bills.
Okay. Your turn. No, did I take the? I didn't take. I'm taking the Bills. Taking the Bills. Give me the Bills.
Okay.
Same thing.
Yep. Ravens at the Jags. Ravens favored by 3.5.
This one's weird.
It's very weird.
Jags primetime game.
Yep.
But I've seen the Jags home field, and it's not much of an advantage. I'm taking the Ravens.
I am too.
So actually, both these games. So you got the Ravens 3.5 point favorite in Jacksonville.
Yep.
Number 1 seed in the AFC with a tough road game. And then you get the Monday night game. You get what was the number 1 seed, now probably going to be the number 2 seed NFC team with a little bit tough primetime road game. You say it.
I'm taking the Eagles. I think this is it's a get-right game. I think the Seahawks defense is not great.
Nope, it's bad.
They're going to run the football. They're going to control the clock. They're going to get after whoever's quarterback in Geno or Drew Lock. That pass rush is going to get after them. They're going to make it difficult. Yeah, give me the Eagles.
I don't know. I'm just feeling some Seattle primetime Monday Night Football stupid magic. And I think the Eagles are in a rut right now. And their corners don't want to tackle anybody. And DK is about the last guy you want to tackle. So, speaking of DK, so he had 2 catches, 50 yards on the first drive of the game last week. Didn't touch the football the rest of the game. And got thrown out.
He was a little frustrated.
You see the thing where Shanahan said that he was going to get a Christmas present for anybody that pissed him off?
Yep.
Which he said that in jest, but still hilarious that it actually worked.
I'm
taking Seahawks.
Okay.
So we disagreed on what, 3?
I think so.
Chiefs, Pats, 2. Chiefs, 2? Pats, and Eagles, Seahawks.
Okay.
That's it. Out of 16 games.
We know our football.
Look at that. Clearly, look at the season results here. Clearly.
I was like 20 games under 500.
That's true. I was hot in the middle of the season. Now I'm ice cold. Ice cold. All right. You ready to blind rank some? Actually, we're not blind ranking.
We're not blind ranking. Yeah.
We are blindly filling out our Christmas character football team.
Wait.
Mike and I have put together a list of how many we got here? We got 21 choices here. I guess only 7 of them are not going to get drafted.
Right.
We picked some movie characters from our favorite Christmas movies, like Christmas Story, The Santa Claus, Die Hard, Elf, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
That's Die Hard's included. Die Hard is included.
It's important to say. It's just important to say.
Important to say. So we've got some of our favorite movie characters, and we're going to make a football team somehow.
Yeah.
Don't know how this is going to go. Probably horribly. With these movie characters. So
this is what you do at 2:11 in the morning.
what you do, and then we are. Let me see. We're at 1 hour 25 minutes, so we need to make this about a 7-minute segment
No problem.
for the 4 people watching. All right.
I can't believe we went an hour 25 on this. Okay.
It's usually this how it goes. Like if we have a lot to talk about, we usually like do it quick. But if we don't have a lot to talk about, it drags on. Anyways, here's our movie choices. Here's the wheel. So I'm going first?
You're first.
Oh boy, I have no idea how this is gonna go.
It's great. Like how do you pick a quarterback?
That's so stupid. All right, Willie from Bad Santa. So we need somebody that's gonna piss off the other team and get under their skin, and we want that to be
bad attitude.
We want that to be our tight end. Our tight end is going to be our basically. I'm thinking Jeremy Shockey. Here's what we're going for. We're going for somebody that's going to set the tone, and we're going to piss off the other team, and we're going to bend the rules a little bit. Might bite some kneecaps.
Okay.
Willie and a tight end. All right.
Okay, not bad.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're getting a good one regardless.
Yeah.
Harry from Home Alone.
Harry from Home Alone. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Where do you put Harry?
He's kind of an idiot. Oh man. He's short.
Not as big of an idiot as Marv. He was the brains of the operation, if you recall.
He was sort of the brains, but nothing ever worked out. But you know what, though? He's feisty.
He's feisty.
He's a little undersized. He'll charge at you.
Uh-huh.
His hair will catch on fire, and he still moves forward.
Right.
He's my IDP. He's my linebacker. Oh. Middle linebacker. Right there in the middle.
Like it. This is so stupid.
It works.
Oh, we're going Scott Calvin, Santa Claus.
Oh, burnt the turkey.
Scott Calvin of Santa. Let's see. So he has a job he didn't expect to have, but he makes the most of it. Okay, so he's basically like kind of like an interim guy, and the whole world has to count on him. Okay,
it's true.
What position does the whole world have to count on more than anything? I mean, it's quarterback. He was backup quarterback. He wasn't.
Wow.
He wasn't made for this role. He could be a little bit like Brock Purdy. Okay, might come out of nowhere.
Huh.
I mean, you can't have a football team based on Christmas without having a quarterback. It's also Santa Claus. Come on.
That's a good point. I could also say that your quarterback burnt the turkey and took the team to Denny's.
True.
No chocolate milk.
Might be true.
No pie.
Hey, buddy, he didn't know that was going to be his job.
Hey. That's true. He took it on.
And the world
he unknowingly signed a contract. That's true.
True.
The Santa Claus, if you will.
You know, it took me until I was an adult to understand that that's what the Santa Claus meant.
Really?
I thought it was just called Santa Claus because it's the name Santa Claus. It took me until, I'm embarrassed to say, not many years ago to realize that E on Claus wasn't how it was spelled. It was because of the contract.
I'm sure a lot of people probably did the same thing.
I'm pretty sure all through my childhood, and then when I rewatched it with Kinsley, I was like, oh. Which is, when you rewatch stuff later on as an adult, you see a lot of that stuff a little differently.
Biggest thing I picked up on was the part when he's got the magnifying glass.
Uh-huh.
And it's like the tiny words, and yeah.
All right, your turn.
We need a quarterback. Quarterback.
Now we're talking. Miles Finch. Say it again.
Feeling strong, my friend. Okay.
Call me an elf. One more time.
All right. Here's a guy that's
He's an angry elf.
He's successful.
He's successful?
He's written a ton of books or whatever. He's led the charge on all these kids' books.
Mm-hmm.
Wildly successful, women left and right throwing themselves at him. Fancy suits.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he needs to be? He needs to be the face of the organization. That's my coach.
Miles Finch.
Miles Finch.
Head coach. Like it. He's an angry elf.
He's an angry elf. One more time.
Oh, speaking of elf.
No way.
Buddy.
Oh, this is interesting.
Man.
I know where I would have put Buddy.
I mean, here's a guy. Here's a guy. So, like,
It's like, here's the guy.
Here's the guy. So, all of his teammates are much smaller than him. Okay? So, he's the big guy. So, if you reach something, you want Buddy the elf. Not like all your other elves. He also doesn't have an ego, which a lot of this position carries a lot of ego. He's not going to give you the ego. He's gonna be reliable. Somebody you can count on. I'm putting him as, and he's also works out perfect. Santa's helper. Scott Calvin, Santa Claus, quarterback. We're going Buddy the elf, his helper, wide receiver.
Great call. Every bit of what, 6'6"?
Oh yeah, 6'6". I mean, he's got good size, fast.
Yeah.
Can get stuff done quickly.
I don't know how much he wants hit. He might be like a Travis Kelce
Doesn't want hit.
wide receiver.
Doesn't want hit. Don't touch him, please.
Get down. Just get down.
I mean, you saw his hops jumping into the Christmas tree. I mean, clearly the man's got a nice vertical leap.
And you know what? He kept he's just nagging. He doesn't stop. He kept chasing after his dad, kept trying to get in the building, kept trying to
you saw going through the can game for us. I mean, the man's got endurance for days.
Yeah. He hugged what was it? A raccoon or
a raccoon?
Yeah, it was a raccoon.
It was a raccoon.
He hugged a raccoon.
Trash panda.
Trash panda. Hugged him.
Mm-hmm.
He's tough.
Tough.
I like it.
So stupid.
Dang it. Go ahead.
Now you're getting Buzz from Home Alone.
Buzz is another idiot. Man.
Where would Mouse Finch put Buzz? Is what I want to know. That's what the people want to know.
Team ever. Low IQ team. I tell you what, though, man, we were
it's a good thing you got Mouse Finch.
I thought Buzz had the coolest room ever.
He did.
We were kids.
Cool room. Yeah.
Had the coolest room ever. You know what, though? We want to be a physical football team. With Miles Finch, we want to set the tone. So we need Buzz to block.
Yep.
We're going to run the football. Tight end, Buzz. That's what we're doing.
All right. Love it.
Have you seen his girlfriend? You got to be tough.
You got to be tough to put up with that. Oh, the Grinch.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
The Grinch.
Where do you put the Grinch? Big guy.
Grinch be a good quarterback, I tell you that. It's unfortunate. We can throw packages around real quick. Oh. He is a big guy. He is very big. He's also angry all the time. Always angry.
I saw something today. I thought it was great. Do you blame him for being angry? You grew up in Whoville. Yeah. Everybody's making fun of you. You go to the top of the mountain to be by yourself, and all these assholes are singing nonstop and making a bunch of noise.
No, I'm on the Grinch's side.
100%.
But we need that on our team. We need somebody with all that built-up frustration that they need to get out. That's why this guy is going to be my middle linebacker. My IDP, the Grinch, will be setting the tone on defense. Nobody's scoring any points. Nobody's getting anything done on offense. I've already won, basically. I mean, what I got to do? Get past Buzz?
He's just there to block.
The Grinch is my IDP, setting the tone on defense.
Long arms.
Long, I mean,
Good stuff.
you're not
Long
gonna be able to
legs.
throw on him. You're not gonna be able to run on him.
Stuff.
Big green bastard. Nobody's doing anything.
Stuff.
All right.
It's a tough squad. I need an offense. Get home again.
Marv. Marv. That was the sound of a tool chest falling down the stairs.
I've reached the top.
Harry?
All right. God.
The whole damn cast of Home Alone.
Here's
He does
the
have some
thing.
size on him.
He's got size, and the man can take punishment.
Yeah, you want him catching the ball over the middle.
He should have been killed both movies.
That's what every time I watch it with Kinsley, I'm like, yep, he's dead. Yep, he's
Especially
dead again.
the second one. Especially the second one.
When the
My
weight
God.
is falling on top of his head.
Oh my God. He's classic wide receiver. He's big and tall. He can run, going over the middle, tough catches. He's not gonna be afraid of the Grinch. He's had everything thrown at him in the world.
That's true.
So,
if that can't kill him.
I have the whole. I need Kevin, and I'll round it out.
You got Kevin.
God.
All right. What do I need? I need a running back, receiver, and I still need my head coach. Hans Gruber.
Oh.
From your favorite Christmas movie.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
Hans Gruber. So, like, I know I'm going to win this football game. So, I've got a good quarterback. I've got a good receiver. I've got Willie setting the tone at tight end. I've got a great defensive player. We're not going to give him any points. So, I'm going to put this guy who's an absolute schmuck. I'm going to put him at running back just so he can get smashed every 2 seconds by... I can't put him at coach because his plan fell completely apart and he died to a one man in a building, like one man.
That's a good point.
So you can't stop one guy. You're not gonna be able to make any good play calls from me. So Hans Gruber will be at running back, and I mean he'll give me a few yards every now and then. He's gonna average 3.8 yards per carry, but he's not gonna make it through the end of the game. Got nowhere else to put him.
Yeah, I feel like right there you're just basically just going 5 wide.
Yeah. We're going.
Yeah.
We're just going to sling the ball around the yard.
Yeah, we're not worried. We're not worried about the running back position over there.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I need quarterback. Let's get a quarterback. I need a leader. I got Home Alone assholes everywhere. Who do I got? Oh my God. Okay. This is easy for me. Is it? Hang on.
How did you get the whole cast of Home Alone?
It's unbelievable, man. Okay. This is easy for me. We got our Doug Flutie. Kevin McAllister's our quarterback. So I'm going to tell you why. He is a general. He is that young and outsmarts these adult criminals, sets up these battle plans, these schemes, these traps. He understands how to attack.
Yeah.
And we need that quarterback. We need that quarterback.
Perfect quarterback.
Kevin McAllister.
Perfect quarterback.
Unbelievable.
Although his wide receiver is going to be trying to kill him. His tight end's jealous of him and hates him.
His tight end won't block.
All right, I need a receiver and a coach. Oh, yeah. Max,
get my cloak.
I mean, there's golden retrievers, but this is going to be my golden receiver. We got Max. Max will be the perfect receiver. Got him on the other side of the ball from the Grinch. He'll be catching packages left and right from Scott Calvin. So, Max, wide receiver, is the easiest choice I've had all night. Uh,
Oh, God. Oh,
I just need a good head coach.
that's a great dog. Oh,
It's a
God.
perfect dog. I mean, there's no other position he could have played. All right.
Running back and wide receiver. Oh,
Cousin Eddie.
God.
That's stupid.
Damn it. I got a team full of idiots. God. I got the dumbest team. Kevin's going to be so upset.
Every time I think of him, I think of when they're in the store and I can't remember, he has a glass or something in the buggy and he just throws the other dog food on top of it and crushes it.
Then Clark offers to buy them gifts, and it's a real nice surprise. And he pulls out a list.
That's a real nice surprise.
Oh, God. Eddie can't run worth nothing. I don't think he can catch. You know what, though? This is easy. Eddie's been running his whole life.
He has been.
Probably from the cops.
It's true.
The tax department. IRS.
That's true.
The government.
They haven't caught him yet.
They haven't caught him yet. He's our running back. Cousin Eddie. Get out there and weave around. He probably smells, so they're not going to want to tackle him. Probably a little stench to him. Put him out there. Hand it off.
So you got Cousin Eddie running back.
Yeah, put him running back.
Okay.
And that blue leisure suit, that big bulging.
Big bulging man. All right, who's going to be the head coach of my football team?
Are you feeling strong, my friend?
The oldest man you could possibly get. Lewis from Christmas Vacation. I mean, just perfect. I couldn't think of a better head coach. He's got stuff blowing up around him. It's catching on fire. And he doesn't even faze him. Because he is just focused on the task at hand. And the task at hand is football. So I'm going with Lewis.
That's a great call, because in that movie, the tree blows up.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. The tree's on fire. It's not that he has no idea, Michael. It's that it doesn't faze him. Okay, he knows.
The end of the movie, sewer gas. He lights the match. Yep. He gets blown into the sky.
Doesn't
matter. Doesn't matter.
You can't get to him. So perfect, and he's wise because he's old. I mean, it don't get no better than that. Perfect head coach for this team. Just perfect. Couldn't think of a better head coach other than I really wanted Papa Elf. Really wanted Papa Elf real bad. So I was aiming for Papa Elf as head coach the whole time.
Nah, man, the old man from A Christmas Story would have been a great head coach.
Either one.
He'd been Belichick.
Oh, here you go. Finally get you somebody. John McClain.
Oh, absolutely. Wide receiver, John McClain could do it all. He's our Justin Jefferson out there.
Mm-hmm. One-man show. You could say he's a one-man show.
He is. Making people miss. He's not going to like anybody on the team.
Oh, yeah.
But, except Kevin. Everybody else, he's not going to stand him. But he comes in to do a job, and that's it. He got invited to this football team by accident. Who knew?
One-man show. You wouldn't say he's Tyreek Hill, one-man show.
Now he's got a football in his hand. Ho, ho, ho. You know what I mean? John McClain, wide receiver. I like it.
Love it.
I feel pretty good about my squad.
About the cast of Home Alone.
Got the cast of Home Alone.
With Mouse Finch as head coach.
Say it one more time. An authoritarian as head coach.
I really like Scott Calvin at quarterback with Buddy the Elf and Max at receiver. I mean, it don't get much better than that. Grinch playing linebacker.
Yeah, the Grinch at linebackers will cause some problems.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Harry's going to run around there with his hair on fire like he actually did in the second movie. But he's a little undersized, but he's a pit bull.
We're at 1 hour, 45 minutes.
It's okay. It's a Christmas edition.
Don't know what happened. All right.
We spun the wheel twice.
We did spin it twice. 7.
Yeah.
So we spun the wheel 20. What 7? I don't know. A lot of times.
Yeah.
20 times plus 14 times. 34 times. Spun the wheel
34
times.
times we spun the wheel. Yeah. You know what? It was worth it.
I say next week we spin it 34 more times.
We can do it 3 times. We can spin the wheel 3 different times.
Just the whole show spinning the wheel.
Show. Like, which game do you want to recap? Spin the wheel.
Love it.
Bother me now.
All right. I think that's a good time to end it here. It's fun.
It's 2:32 in the morning.
2:32 in the morning.
That's a great sign off for us. A little Christmas, a little football. We'll see you guys next week. Talk some more football, maybe some more Christmas stuff.
Yeah, there will be a Christmas segment next week. Let us know what you want.
I like it.
You guys have a great week. Enjoy your football.
And remember, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.